Hello, my friends. I hope you're well. I hope your families are well. I'm well. The family's well. COVID privileged we are to be healthy and living in Vermont, right? So just a little newsletter, just to say hello. I wanted to give you a little bit of an update. We're going to continue to not have children in the building. We went to the virtual art clubs, and that actually had quite a bit of success. We did it in the after-school program, and then we did it for the summer to replace our summer camp program. We did art clubs, and there were a lot of things that were successful about that. That's the way that we're going to go forward into the academic year as well, is to work with it virtually. Makersphere is looking for a downtown space, a room, a large room where we might hold classes for up to 8 children. And we are trying to figure out if there's a space, what the parental comfort level is and what the children's interest is in that. So we're going to be moving that forward just to set it up and make it available. And then of course we'll only open if it seems advisable. So you might hear talk about that, but it won't be back at the seminary. So monthly memberships for us is how we're going to go forward, and we're going to have enough of them to be able to pay the rent, the overhead, and a little bit for a studio manager, which would be me. Yeah, so $100 a month is what it's going to be, and $33 for clay. And then everything else is included. You have to have your own tools. When you enroll, we can talk more about that. We had 7 folks come out in July and enroll, and that was a great start, I thought. About 5 of them actually did sign in and work. And so I'll be reaching out to those who didn't to make sure that they got time in there. If you're one of the folks, if you have not yet signed up and you're one of the folks who was enrolled in March when we closed, we would like to extend a 1-month membership to you to see if at the studio, this kind of operation club will work for you. Yeah, so reach out to me individually, please, and let's see what we can do about that. We only had 3 people enroll in August, but I know we have more than 3 people actually using the studios. So I think it might not be clear that we're going to need to, at this moment, we're going to need to enroll each month. Maybe it's possible to design something where people could join for 3 months at a time or something like that. We'll look into that, but for the time being, it'll be monthly. And so I'll try to do a video prompt maybe in the 3rd week to remind people that if they'd like to be involved for the next month, that they should jump back in again. We have disinfecting protocols that seem to be working very well. So if you're comfortable coming out into the world, it's only a semi-public place. It's not the grocery store, but we are spending a long time in there, which seems air quality seems to be the issue with this airborne illness. So disinfecting protocols are posted, and as far as we know, they're working. The amount of monthly membership is going to determine, beyond September, what we're going to need to do to be able to keep that wonderful space that we have. If we don't have enough folks that are comfortable using the clay room as renters, then we may have to flip that front room into studio spaces for probably non-ceramic art, individual studio spaces that we could rent out to be able to pay for the billing to go forward. It's not a bad thing, but if we can have enough renters, if we have enough interest in that, then maybe we can keep our flexibility, the wonderful flexibility that we have now, and be able to use the whole space. We've developed a self-scheduling calendar that is working for most people. There are definitely speed bumps and a learning curve with it, which will help you through. Yeah, and so for people who are enrolled as renters, then they will get a video specific to the calendar to make sure that it's pretty effortless. I think once it gets going, once people are connected to it, it seems to be working really smoothly. So 4x4 for maximum 4 students at a time, 4-hour blocks of time, morning, noon, night. Okay, that gives us 24 blocks each week that the studio is open. And within those, because we can have up to 4 people in them, that means that there are 84 times a week that you could come. That's a lot of availability, right? You could sign up for 10 spots a week and probably not even bump anybody out. So if you are renting, or if you're considering becoming a renter with us, please know there's a lot of time that's available, even within keeping that 4 people max at a time in the studio. So don't let that slow you down. If you are interested in it, then we would send you to Makersphere, Vermont, where there's a little bit more information and registration availability. Okay, you could pay online, you can continue to write the seminary check, you can put money on the money lamp if you want to. So, reminders, you need to enroll each month. The more renters that we have, the less change there will be to the use of the studio. But again, even if there is a change to it, Makersphere, all the folks involved in it are really terrific, and it'll be positive, whatever happens. Yeah, and then enrolled students will receive more information on the calendar to make sure that it's working for you. So I hope that you are having a wonderful summer, and that as you look to fall, September, you'll be considering whether it's a good idea for you to come back into this creative space and make what you make and be with your friends. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you soon.